So I pulled this information off of atlasobscura.com. This information is regarding Goatman Bridge in Denton, Texas. Now, it's a registered historic landmark that is shrouded in local legends. Its nickname for what was formerly called the Old Alton Bridge is an iron truss span that once connected Denton, Texas to Copper Canyon. Many who have crossed at night have claimed to have seen the demonic figure of a man with a goat's head waiting for them at the other side. The bridge got its nickname from a popular local ghost story. The legend concerns a successful African-American goat farmer who, in 1938, is said to have been murdered on the bridge by the hands of local members of the Ku Klux Klan. It's said that the Klansmen lynched the goat farmer, hanging him with a noose over the side of the bridge. But when they went down below to confirm that the farmer had died, his body wasn't there. Alternate versions of this story have also circulated, including one that suggests that the bridge is actually haunted by the Goatman's wife. Another story blames the work of Satanists. Most versions of the tale tend to include a warning that knocking 3 times on the trusses of the bridge runs the risk of bringing out the Goatman. Over decades, there have been numerous alleged sightings of a ghost-like apparition with a goat head haunting this area. Some locals have claimed to see glowing eyes staring at them on the bridge, while others have claimed to hear splashing in the creek directly below, followed by very unsettling laughter. In 2017, BuzzFeed Unsolved, Supernatural, investigated some of these claims. Naturally, none of the ghost stories surrounding the bridge are based on any specific historical facts, and today the bridge is mainly used for foot traffic since a replacement bridge was constructed nearby. There have been numerous accounts of different ghost investigators, paranormal investigators, that will go out to this bridge, conduct their investigations, and some have been messed with. Some have been injured. I recall a story of these, I believe at least 3 women who were paranormal investigators who went out and were filming themselves at Goatman Bridge when one of them was violently picked up off the ground, according to herself and the other women there, almost 3 feet into the air and was choked. Then we also have the account that was filmed by Ghost Adventures and the unlucky cameraman, whose name is Aaron. He always gets the short end of the stick on these investigations. Aaron was supposedly thrown almost 20 feet. Now, there's a camera angle that you can watch where it does show Aaron being rolled, pushed by an unknown force, but their sound man, or one of their other crews that's on this, the Ghost Adventures, a bit of a new agey guy. He decided to do a satanic ceremony underneath this bridge while the team was on top carrying out their paranormal investigation. And then all different types of things started happening. They were seeing floating eyes that they also filmed walking through the same woods you'll see me walking through. Now, as I walk through these woods, I remember some of the stories that I've heard from locals and from others. And I was surprised at the amount of satanic symbolism that was drawn, painted all over these trees. This area is saturated in darkness, and it's just right outside of a very busy town. These types of dwelling places for demons and their conjurers, their followers, the satanic worshipers, are all over America, all over the world. They're in your backyard. They're in your towns. They're in your local wilderness and forests. Anywhere these people can be secluded, they will go out, they will commit their rituals, and they will return there over and over again. Church, if you do not pay attention to the movement of the enemy, then you will find that the enemy will move right in to be your next door neighbor, or for some of you, right into your own home, right into your own church. We must be active. We must be very active during this time of finding these places, going out, binding the spirits in Jesus' name, rebuking these sites in the name of Jesus, cleansing them, praying over them, and exposing the human element that is going out and that is conjuring demons. The darkness cannot withstand the light. So illuminate it. Expose it. Go over there to these places by the 20s, by the 30s, and pray over it. If we don't gain the ground back that we are losing, eventually we will find ourselves between the sea and a crumbling shore, and we'll be left with very few options. Those choices are up to you. These places are all over within my local vicinity. I will be exploring them, exposing them, learning more so that I can learn the enemy around me. And that's what I suggest you do. This isn't for everybody. I have had numerous problems now with my cell phone since going to this place. My phone is not wanting to act right, and you will see that I had to restart my phone several times while making this short little 20-minute video. It was very frustrating, but I did not get frustrated, and I was not in fear. I was walking and praying and rebuking. And, like I said, this isn't for everybody, but for those of you who feel the calling, go armed and go armored. Make sure that you go to places where you're called and don't go to places that you're not called. If you can, go in groups of more than one. I did this during the day, but I promise you I would not be by myself doing this at night. If you look at these areas of known satanic ritual occultism, and you follow the satanic calendar, which shows all of the days that they celebrate or that they commit their satanic rituals on, you can go to these areas and you will find activity. And then at that rate, how can you deny what is in your own backyard? This is connected to many different types of occult crimes, to include child sex trafficking, human trafficking, drug trafficking, assassinations, murders, cannibalism, human sacrifice, animal sacrifice. These things are alive and as present as the spirits that they worship, and as present as the enemy who seeks to devour man. Go armed. Go in the full armor of God and expose these places. Don't let them hide. Don't let them rest. Pray over them. Plague them with your prayers. Turn it over to God and let Him do with it what He will. That's all I got, guys. Enjoy the video. Oh, by the way, I am not a professional cameraman, and I continuously forget to turn my phone sideways when recording, so I apologize that the entire video is shot the way it was. I completely forgot to hold my phone in a certain direction So that's my bad. We'll be going out there again. And trust me, the next time we go out, we're bringing everything. That'll be a fun one. Enjoy the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Pray for me. Pray for the channel. If God puts it on your heart, please donate. We live off your donations. God knows our needs. So, as usual, we will meet God halfway, and He will supply us. So, thank you to all you who do donate. I thank you very much to everyone who is on Patreon. You guys help to keep. You guys have helped to keep us afloat. You know, I get about $500 some off of Patreon right now, and you'd be surprised at how far that goes with helping to pay bills. And you guys are awesome. I'm a nobody. I'm just out here trying to do God's work, and I feel overcome with joy and honor, and I'm truly humbled by the amount of support that I've gotten from all you great people. And you are the Wrecker Nation, not me. You are the Wrecker Nation. You are the ones who are showing up for the fight. You're fighting with your prayers. You're fighting with your money. You know, you are not abandoning the people of God or this nation. So thank you for all that you do. And I can't exist without you. So, you know, me and my family, we greatly thank you for your support. Hope we don't let you guys down. We're doing our best over here to bring you new content, always making sure that we stay biblical. I'm not here to be a celebrity. All right. That is not what I'm about. For any of you who have met me, for the hundreds of you that I've been able to meet so far, I'm so honored and thankful to meet you guys, to shake your hands, give some of you hugs, and, you know, have that fellowship time. I'm so grateful for it. We're so grateful here at American Vindictive for all you guys who listen, the subscribers, the people who donate. You know, you truly are not only magnifying me, but you're magnifying Christ. You're building up your treasures in heaven. So, you know, thank you guys for everything that you do. You are greatly appreciated, like I said. So, with that, enjoy this wild video. Goatman Bridge. A known site for satanic worship. So you can see a satanic effigy right here. Colorful, childish language wrote everywhere.
This Goatman Bridge, place that was featured multiple times on many different paranormal programs to include Ghost Adventures, who even performed a ceremony right underneath here. Not wise. Places like this are where you have your principalities and your powers, satanic worship. Still going on to this day here in Denton, Texas. The Goatman Bridge. What am I looking for? Standing underneath Goatman Bridge, what I'm looking for is any sign of recent occult activity. Anything drawn into the ground, effigy-wise drawn into the ground, fresh paint, potentially candles being used, salt being poured out, clothing, blood. They use all different types of materials in their rituals. Currently it's just mainly a bunch of trash everywhere and some inappropriate graffiti. Now here we have potentially 2 handprints. Probably not common to see stuff like this. More handprints. I don't even want to know what type of material or whatever made the handprints is. Most likely, in their rituals, a lot of times it's fecal matter. Nasty stuff. Organic, nasty stuff. I'll come out here at night with the UV light. Sure, I'll find some things that I don't want to find, but you don't come out to places like this unprepared, unarmed. You come prayed up. God's been calling me to come out to this area and I don't know why, but places like this are where the worship of these fallen entities are still happening. So as I've been walking and rebuking, praying over this place, seeing if there's any revelation that God will give to me. Where I'm currently living at, in Weatherford, Texas, we have multiple witches' covens. Most likely there's a connection from our town, which is about an hour away, to this town. And there's another town that's about 30 minutes away from us to our west called Mineral Wells, another paranormal hotspot. So lucky me, I landed right in the middle of all this weirdness that's happening. So I thought I'd take you along with me. Bridges are one of those known places that people seem to go to and do bad things under, to include not just criminals and druggies, but also the occult. A lot of symbolism behind bridges. Got a tree all marked up with something. A lot of this is probably kids who come out here wanting to see the Goatman demon like fools. You can see where they're always repainting over all this. Constantly having to repaint over it. So, you know, these things are saturated with satanic worship, satanic effigies, saturated with them. There's another bridge over here we'll check out. Let's see if we have any activity over there as well. Not weird at all. And we got more back over here on the other bridge. All right, so we already had a cursory search of this area. We'll keep looking around, go back across the bridge, and go back onto this other bridge over here. And unless something comes up, that's Goatman Bridge in Denton, Texas during the daytime. Not too spooky, not yet. Still, you can see some current activity. We'll see. We'll see what we see. I'm gonna go take a look at this other area down here by the creek. There's a story that in this area, on this path that I'm walking, there's been many satanic rituals done in it. I'm sure animal sacrifices, who knows what else. But supposedly this is one of the areas where at night you may encounter the Goatman or one of his disciples. They always pick the most obscure areas, but as you can see with the road right up here, there's an industrial park 3 minutes away. And I mean 3 walking minutes away. This is a well-known walking path that people will use for exercising. Graffiti on this tree over here. Let's go see what this is. In case you're wondering what I'm looking for on the ground as I walk, I'm looking for stuff like paraphernalia. Yep. like this. Druggies, Satanists, they all love one thing: drugs. That is quite the needle. This is a, I ain't got my glasses, but this is a tattoo needle. So what are they tattooing themselves on in the middle of the woods near Goatman Bridge, where satanic occult rites and rituals are being done at? I wonder. Sure, you don't have to go too far down the rabbit hole to understand that these people are marking themselves, possibly in worship of whatever principality is here. Okay, so here we go. This is the stuff that you're finding everywhere here. Rebuke you in the name of Jesus. If it were my way, this whole tree would be cut down and burned. It's already tainted. But much like these woods are tainted. And it's not like the fellow Christians in this area don't know what is happening here. This is well known. Yet I had to drive a little over an hour to get here. So as soon as I started talking, my phone completely turned off. So I had to start this over again. Always being messed with. But here we are in front of the satanic effigy tree. What I was saying is, you know, Christians, if we're going to take authority of what's going on, you need to start in your area. All right, here we go with attempt number 3 of trying to finish this. Getting bit up by mosquitoes. If you're going to be serious about what you're doing in your prayer life, look to your own backyard first. Every town has this problem. Every town has an element of Satanism in it. Root that out. Prayer map that. Seek that out and expose it. Pray for God to expose these things and to destroy them. Don't hide, pastors. Don't hide behind your pulpits. Get out and be active. Or you're going to find that in your church. Everywhere is marked. They leave their calling card everywhere, don't they? 666. Now, as I was saying, this entire woods has been plagued by the lost and the damned, who have chosen darker powers. And I expect to get a little bit of interference here. In the name of Jesus. I rebuke whatever demonic influence is here. I don't like this area right here. me tell you something, parents. Go ahead and not keep a good eye on your child. Let them run around in those groups. Let them listen to whatever music they want. Let them get on social media. Talk to whomever they want. Don't monitor them at all in their lives. You'll find them here in the groves, because that's who's calling for them. These people, these worshipers of evil, they seek out your children to prey upon. And sadly, many of them are preyed upon and are killed. More and more. Go ahead, don't spank your kids. You'll find them tagging these trees. And then you know what ends up happening? They end up joining Antifa and BLM, satanic churches. I can't even use that word church, it's so disgusting to say that. I mean, this is happening and the road is right here. Here's another little effigy for you. Where you at, Black Lives Matter? I found a swastika. Better come out here and cut all these trees down. Of course, we know you're the ones who draw most of them. You ever found a creepy couch out in the middle of the woods? This couch reeks of weed. There's another one of these conjuring trees. Stuff's everywhere. Upside down crosses painted all over it. Wonder what way they're pointing to. And by the way, I've already found hypodermic needles out here. Plenty of upside down crosses, pentagrams, 666, lots of swear words. I don't know what it is with the youth and the Satanists and swear words. Another directional arrow. It would make me think stuff like this, they would start you from back there. I've heard a story of how sometimes they would shoot up with drugs and you would have to meander your way. Look at these freaking vines and thorns through this forest, which could be a little treacherous at night. All the way to Goatman Bridge. And to do what? To be under the influence, to be attacked. We call that a widowmaker where I'm from. Seems to be pretty stationary. I'll go across the side that if it fell on me shouldn't kill me. That looks stable? Stable-ish. God protect me. Look at this. Little circle of flowers. Could be nothing. Could be part of their ceremonies. You don't know what you don't know until you go out and you go looking for it. Now, that doesn't mean you go out and you go looking for ghosts and demons and goblins. It's the human element that we're looking for. And they always leave their trail. The spirits are everywhere. They flow in and around us at all times. But I'm covered by the blood of Christ, so I'm not so worried about that. But it's the human element. Because where there's satanic rituals, there's typically satanic ritual crimes. Oh, that looks nasty. I have to find a way around that one. There's a trail that runs this way, but I am much too large to go crawling around on my knees in flip-flops and PT shorts. So we'll take the route less traveled. And back onto the main road. This is still a fairly well-used path. Walking the path of a criminal element. Okay. Wasn't so bad. So, just a little heads up, if you see as I'm walking, my eyes go to the ground, and they go left, they go right, and then they go out. In the Marine Corps, we call those 5s and 25s. That's a way of searching for things. You search 5 feet out in front of you, 25 feet out in front of you, and then you search to your left, search to your right, and you keep going over and over again. Here's a little tip. If you ever travel in groups, whoever the rear man is, you're actually one of the most important people. You're to be watching everyone's six. In the infantry, about every 3 to 5 feet, we turn around, we walk backwards, looking left and right, see if we're being followed, see if you can see any all right, sweat my butt off. Phone had to fix itself again. I'm filming. This is probably the 4th or 5th time that it said that my phone can't continue recording, and I'm having to restart it. I've never seen that before on my iPhone. Anyways, like I was saying, old infantrymen in me. Do your 5s and 25s as you're walking, you're looking. Remember to be doing your turnarounds every 3 to 5 feet. And here we go. Go back up on Goatman Bridge. Go across to the other side of this underpass. See what's there. And get out of here. Denton, Texas, there's also a very large old FEMA compound that's up here. It's a bunker that goes multiple stories deep. God, I've been in it hundreds of times at least. But there's a strange, heavy anti-government communist feel here too from the Denton Community College. It's weird stuff. You always see similar things happening in these areas together. You know, it seems like now communism rolls straight in with Satanism. So you can almost always find the two together. Go look at this little overpass and get out of here. All right, here we are underneath this other bridge. This is either just plain graffiti or it's been just tagged up by kids or they're markers for something else. But this is what we see. Now you can see this is satanic influenced right here. More satanic influenced. So once again, like I thought, they're doing rituals here, right underneath this bridge. So you can see that bridge. Most of these are summoning rituals that they'll be doing. Who protects you? Jesus protects me. Here we got another satanic emblem. Obviously, as you can see, a lot of this is kids. Sorry for the inappropriate languages and numerous inappropriate drawings that are over here. But these places are everywhere. They're being used all the time. Because who's going to stop? Who's really going to come and find any of this? Nobody wants to get out here where there's broken glass, hypodermic needles. It's icky, it's nasty. It's not in my precious air-conditioned church. There might be something out here that I'm afraid of. That's what I hear from a lot of Christians. Ooh, I wouldn't go there. If you're going to claim that you want to take back this country, you got to take it back from every part of evil that is trying to destroy it, trying to come for your kids. And you won't know that till you get out and you experience what I'm showing you. Get out and expose it. For anyone within this local community that I live in, I know there's many of you who follow me in this area. This is Denton, Texas. I'm in an area of well-known satanic rituals, witchcraft done here, probably right where I'm standing. And you've lived here this whole time and you may have never known it. Go and see what's in your area. Pray up. Don't go do something that God is not instructing you to go do. God's been telling me to go do this for a while. I feel like I've only recently gained the courage to go and do it. But I feel fine. God is with me. Love you guys. Take care. Stay frosty. The enemy's out there. See you next time.
Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum has said, "You will own nothing and you will love it." And that's represented by what's going on across the planet today, where the economy of the world is in free fall, and nowhere is it more in evidence than with our own President Biden deliberately trying to sabotage what we have. Access to food, other resources. So Americans are in a unique position, really for the first time in our history. We're going to have to provide for ourselves or subject ourselves to the whim of the government. Do you really trust a government to feed you that left 1,000 Americans behind enemy lines in Afghanistan? I don't think so. So where do you go? When you ask the question, who's the best prepper out there today? There's only one answer. Ready-Made Resources and Robert Griswold. I call him King Prepper, and that's how a lot of people think of him. You have everything there you'd want, from night vision to storable food, how to prepare cooking in emergency situations, books and videos on how to prepare alternative energy, communication, first aid that you wouldn't think of, natural antibiotics, you name it. Bob has it. Now, here's the good thing about Bob Griswold that no one else does but him. You don't have to buy anything to talk to him. If you're not sure where to start with your preparation, no obligation phone call directly to Bob. You can talk to him for free. Most people will charge you an arm and a leg for a half-hour conversation. That's not Bob Griswold. He cares about helping America get prepared. Go to readymaderesources.com, or you can call the number directly at 800-627-3809. Again, that contact information, readymaderesources.com for the best prepping outfit in the country, or call Bob Griswold directly, 800-627-3809.